Hello, everyone. So we are the Statisticats for the MYOB project. There's a project called Be Productive, which is inspired by hardworking insects. Based on the case, we have identified the following points of analysis. Small and medium-sized enterprises are one of the MYOB's most significant customer segments in Australia and New Zealand. Generative AI has been necessary for effective competition in various industries. Despite being widely in many organizational workflows, we are still yet to see a full impact of generative AI on a firm's ability to manage its human capital. Effective human resource management, such as talent acquisition, monitoring, and development, is crucial for organizational success. Lastly, the cost of effective HR management is not always viable for small and medium-sized enterprises. So a key take-home message is MYOB has the opportunity to facilitate cost-effective HR services for small to medium enterprises using generative AI technologies. I now pass out to Antarish for key issues.
So our key issues for this case are, first of all, labour scarcity, a high employee turnover rate, and staffing deficits that a lot of organisations are facing today. On top of this, as Joanna mentioned, we've got the high cost of HR management, which isn't always viable for small to medium-sized enterprises who cannot afford to invest in massive HR teams. Finally, based on the last few years, we've got the responsibility of maintaining a social workplace to prevent employees from feeling isolated, regardless of whether they're working from the office or from remote environments. To combat these key issues, our strategy involves developing a portable HR solution called Be Productive, which benefits both employers in their recruiting, employee monitoring and development, and employees as well. On the employee end of things, Be Productive is a developmental platform where employees can complete training modules as a part of their onboarding and even beyond that. These can be assigned optimally using AI models such as GPT-4, which can look at an employee's calendar and their future obligations and assign modules that fit their schedule the best. It also allows employees to create their own profile or their hive, so to speak, and to earn points for completing these training modules, for using which they can also look at other colleagues' information and compete with them for rewards. The gamification of this process incentivizes employees to continue their upskilling beyond the point of onboarding, resulting in greater long-term employee productivity. As previously mentioned, the social capabilities of this app makes it behave like a social platform, which prevents feelings of isolation regardless of the employee's location. On the employer or HR end of things, the app allows employers to generate job ads using natural language prompts, such as a role's day-to-day tasks, successful candidates' required qualifications, and their experience. So as an example, an employer can prompt the app with something like, give me a job ad for a data engineering role, which requires a bachelor's degree in something such as data science, and no previous work experience is needed. A model such as ChatGPT can then proceed to generate the prompt, which can be tweaked by the employer and iterated upon to make sure that it's up to scratch. As the applications start filing in, an AI model such as GPT-4 can scan the corresponding documents such as CVs and cover letters and answers to any behavioral questions that may have been pushed onto them to generate a summarized candidate profile for the employer, which contains a summary of the candidate and their relevant skills. This, of course, stops the employer from having to read through the hundreds and hundreds of CVs to find the relevant bits themselves. The employer can then shortlist potential interviewees to move on to the next stage and ask Be Productive to generate a list of interview questions that is best suited to their skills based on those inputs we talked about before, their CV and their cover letter, and also their behavioral characteristics, such as how they work. So doing this prevents your sort of cookie cutter interview experience to really make sure that both sides are able to tell whether this role is a right fit for them. I'll now pass on to Emily to talk about our go-to-market plan for Be Productive.
In our go-to-market plan, we have 7 key components. We've identified our target market, which we believe is small to medium-sized businesses and other industries where HR management and recruitment is crucial, such as tech, finance, and professional services. In addition, we position Be Productive as a cost-effective HR solution for small to medium-sized businesses, which has the power to streamline the recruitment process, ensure that the right candidate is picked for the role, and improve employee upskilling by gamifying the process. For development and testing, we would ideally continually tune Be Productive's AI capabilities to make sure that its outputs are accurate, candidate profiles are generated correctly, and the interview questions are carefully tailored to the applicant. This is all in an effort to reduce human bias in the recruitment process. Where pricing is concerned, we suggest a tiered pricing structure that is similar to a subscription model. We could even incorporate Be Productive into MYOB's existing subscription tier that is best suited for growing businesses. The primary costs of this project will come from finding a suitable AI model provider, such as OpenAI or AWS, and the marketing strategy which we choose to follow. With that said, promoting Be Productive is crucial to its success. In this regard, we hope to showcase its capabilities at industry conferences and networking events to form partnerships with HR-related services and organizations. This will allow the app to grow its stakeholders who can provide further feedback to improve our app. Some of our key performance indicators and measures of success include the adoption rate after launch, the number of applicants compared to its competitors, and customer feedback. In the long term, we aim to expand Be Productive to other regions and markets beyond Australia and New Zealand. We would also like to consider strategic partnerships or acquisitions that could help accelerate the product's growth. The funds could then be channeled back into research and development to further enhance Be Productive's AI capabilities.
Thank you for listening. We're the Statisticats, and this has been our submission for the MYOB IT Challenge.